Hello, my name is Brian. I have multiple sclerosis. It's primary progressive multiple sclerosis. I was diagnosed about 13 or 14 years ago. And it has progressed now to a point where it's really in essence turned me into a quadriplegic. I can't use my legs or arms. What I want to do today is show you some of the adaptive technology that I've incorporated into my life that has allowed me to do multiple different things and really remain independent. The goal is to kind of show you some of the equipment, and also I've got on the back some of the companies that help put this together, and it can give people who are in my situation hope or tools that things are available. One thing you need to remember, no matter how bad you progress, there's always tools out there that'll help you do your day-to-day functions. And you always have to focus on what you can do, not what you can't do. And it's amazing the things you can do with adaptive technology. So one of the things I want to start with by showing you is the head array. The head array allows me to drive and move around and shift gears. Even though I can't move around like with my arms with a wheelchair, I did have a hand control previously, but now I've got this head array. It allows me to go forward or backwards. And with this head array, it allows me also to do a lot of other functions through Bluetooth that I'm going to show you throughout this video. After working with the head array for only a couple weeks, you become very proficient at driving and backing out. Not to say I haven't backed into a few things. You can see the scratches on the walls that prove that. But I hope this helps others. Now I'd like to show you driving ability. So with the head array, I can shift in different modes or different gears, backward, forward, speeds. What I'll show you now is after you use this for a while, you're pretty proficient at driving. I can back, for example, into my elevator here, so I can have my service dog open the door for me. So it comes, rise, open. Good girl. So now I can back into my elevator. My service dog is trained well enough, she can go downstairs now and open the door down there. So what I wanted to show you was the standing frame. So it's just a typical standing frame you get from your medical supply company. And I go up in this about 4 days a week. Try to go 45 minutes to an hour. And being vertical like this not only helps the bone and muscle structure, it also helps internal organs like bladder, a bowel, and everything get more normal. So this also feels good on the back and legs. It does strengthen the leg muscles and the lower back muscles a little also. That's some spasticity that normally occurs, so that gets through me. So while I'm up here, what I do to pass the time, I listen to my Alexa machine with different podcasts, or I can watch TV, or normally on a regular day, my PCA will feed me lunch when I'm up here. So I just wanted to show you another tool to utilize to keep the body strength going. Okay, what I'd like to show you now is how I utilize this head array to operate either iPad or iPhone through Bluetooth. So on the back I have a technology called TechLec device, and TechLec interfaces with the wheelchair head array and allows for multiple channels to be programmed in. Through my chin control here, I can put what device I want on. So for example here, now you can see a typical iPad screen that an able-bodied person may have. The only difference is I use my head array where I could just go through different screens, slide over. So as you can see, got a lot of the same apps that others would have. And if I wanted to select one, for example, if I want to go into watch CBS News, I go through these array configurations. I tap to select with one single tap here, and up becomes the application. Now if I want to switch over to my iPhone, I hang on to that long enough, the switch control then jumps over the iPhone. You can see in my iPhone on the right here, I am now controlling the same controls I have there, where I will go into my home screen and have all the same similar applications. Also, I go into contacts and dial from that. I also utilize a lot of voice technology. Of course, the Siri devices are very helpful in calling or answering calls. And again, this is all made possible through Bluetooth technology. Okay, what I'd like to show you next is one of my favorite applications I have. It's called RTI Panel. RTI Panel is something I had a audio video company install on all of our iPads and iPhones, and it runs through a central system in the home here. It runs on Sonos to operate all the music and also hooks up into all the TVs. So an RTI Panel will bring up a home screen, which here I can go to the home music, I can go to the different TVs or the lower level theater. And from here I can select different pieces. So for example, if I go down and I select house music, from this location now I can turn on any different room which has built-in speakers to different sounds from FM radio, the satellite things I have are Sonos. Obviously we use Sonos a lot for all of our Spotify and Pandora and different things like that. I also can go in and have complete control, kind of for example like you would from a stereo system. I have something called zone controls here, which I will grab. I can go on and I can turn on different bass or treble in different locations. So without going into too much detail on that, I'll go back to the main home screen of RTI Panel. I wasn't really blessed with a lot of patience early in life. But that's the blessing of MS. I had to learn to have patience. All right, we're getting there. Now, for example, there I hit the wrong button. Gotta do it again. All right, so now let's go into one of the TVs. So the TVs are all similar. Lower level theater has the most functions. So I'll go into that and show you. So in essence, I'll turn the theater on, which will turn the TV system on, which is a 65-inch Sony I have built in here. And from here I can just play music, turn DVDs on, and go to Apple TV, Netflix, or Amazon, or satellite TV, which it defaults into as you see right now. Now when I'm in control of the television from here, I'm on normal satellite TV, but I could also jump to any of my Apple TV apps and control all that through here. For example, on this app that I was just showing you, we can go into the Apple menu and grab anything off of Apple you'd want to get. Or the same thing with Amazon TV. All right, what I'd like to show you now is my remote control for satellite TV. As you can tell by looking at it, it looks very similar to a normal remote control where you have the push buttons for the channel. I can jump to my DVR or music from here. But also I can get into things like guide, volume up, volume down. I can record shows from here. So this will operate much like a normal remote control will, all again through my head array. So if I want to put on a certain channel, I select that number and it'll turn the channel over. All right, so not all adaptive technologies are technical, some are just mechanical. This hydration system I have a jug in the back here through this tube, which I can get hydration independently throughout the day whenever I need, as long as the tube and everything's close enough. They've also been known over the holidays to put brandy Manhattans in there. Of course, my buddies always like to dump beer in there, which I never say no to. So this is one of my favorite things to show. I absolutely love playing cribbage. Unfortunately, when the good Lord took my hands away, I no longer could hang on to cards or deal or anything of that nature. But a good buddy of mine came up with this concept. So in essence, he's got a card holder he built here with numbers on it and a beautiful board he built exactly for this type of use with large pegs. My partner deals out a hand I can then direct, I'd like to discard card number 5 and 6. And then if I have to play the first number I play, I'll say play number 2. So they can play, and then they play, and then we can go on with the game. Alright, the next thing I'd like to show you is my ring technology that I have installed. Not only is it a good safety feature, but it's just very helpful for a guy who can't get up and run to the door when the doorbell rings. So let me show you how this works. Alexa, answer front door.
Motion detected at the front door. Okay. Someone is at the front door.
Oh, hi, come on in. All right, the last thing I'd like to show you here is how I read books at night. I have a different technology here. It's called the chin switch, which goes to the switch technology within the Apple iPad. And that, much like the head array was operating the controls, now this will operate the controls here. So for example, I love reading, so what I will do every evening is get my Kindle app. It'll bring up my book that I've been reading, and right to the last point where I left off. And through my switch technology here, I can get in here to where I can just change pages as I read. And I read through this. I probably read a couple hours every night. And over the last couple of years, I've read everything from the Bible all the way to reading 50 Shades of Grey. So there's nothing out of my realm of what I can learn here. So I hope all this helps anybody who's in need of adaptive technology. You saw a lot of the different components and stuff I use. At the end of this video is a list of credits of the companies that help put this together with me, and also the components of equipment that I use. Feel free to look those up and utilize that technology if it'll help you, because as you can tell, my life is pretty good with all this technology, so don't anybody be feeling sorry for me. I've got this thing figured out. If you want to feel sorry for somebody, feel sorry for my poor wife and kids that got to put up with me. But life is good thanks to all this technology. I hope you can utilize this. Thank you.